Good morning and welcome. I'm Marcel and this over there is Shawn, and we teach yoga. And today it's 1 week that we already teached yoga, or it will be 1 week in the year 2020. So that's awesome. And I thought we introduce something new. So every week, every 7 days, so each Wednesday, we will have a story time. That just some short, brief passage of a story that I like, or I find interesting, or I find valuable of sharing. And then we go on to a yoga session as usual. So let's do this right away. And I hope you have fun. So first of all, we're doing a centering in the centering. So we start to sit now. You can come to a sit either in a chair or on the floor on some books, so that you have a good straight back. And as soon as you sit, deepen your breathing. Breathe deeply in your belly, in your breast area. Let go and keep this breathing. Meanwhile, I will read the short passage. Just look what it's doing with you. Look if you start to judge the area, if you start to judge the text, or whatever it does to you. Just be mindful and keep it up with the breath. Good job, everybody. Sit up straight, and I will read the passage. It was Thanksgiving Day, and I was 10 years old. I was in a welfare ward of a city hospital and was scheduled to undergo major orthopedic surgery the next day. I knew that I could only look forward to months of confinement, convalescence, and pain. My father was dead. My mother and I lived alone in a small apartment, and we were on welfare. My mother was unable to visit me that day. As the day went on, I became overwhelmed with the feeling of loneliness, despair, and fear. I knew my mother was home alone worrying about me, not having anyone to be with, not having anyone to eat with, and not having anyone having enough money to afford a Thanksgiving Day dinner. The tears welled up in my eyes, and I stuck my head under the pillow and pulled the covers over it. I cried silently, but oh so bitterly, so much that my body racked with pain. A young student nurse heard my sobbing and came over to me. She took the covers off my face and started wiping my tears. She told me how lonely she was, having to work that day and not being able to be with her family. She asked me whether I would have dinner with her. She brought 2 trays of food, sliced turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and ice cream for dessert. She talked to me and tried to calm my fears, even though she was scheduled to go off duty at 4 p.m. She stayed on her own time until almost 11 p.m. She played games with me, talked to me, and stayed with me until I finally fell asleep. Many Thanksgivings have come and gone since I was 10, but one never passes without me remembering that particular one and my feelings of frustration, fear, loneliness, and the warmth and tenderness of the stranger that somehow made it all bearable. Deepen your breath a little. Straighten your spine a little bit more. Breathing in, lengthening the spine, breathing out, letting go. Don't worry, my cat is fine. I will let her in soon, but not now. So bring your left hand on the floor. Rise the right hand up. Breathe in deeply, get longer. When you breathe out, change the sides. You can open the eyes. Do it in your own time, in your own rhythm. Getting longer with the breath. Longer, longer, longer. And breathing out. Make the breath as deep as before. And raise both hands into the air. Getting longer. And releasing this as well. One or two more breaths, and slowly come to all fours. Shift yourself forward. And from here, how does your body feel today? Do you have tensions in the shoulders? Tension in the shoulder? And maybe work there a little bit. Do what feels good. If that doesn't feel good, or if that hurts, maybe work somewhere else. Maybe on the hips. Feel your body, and from this position, so shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, we're just moving a little bit front and back, integrating the spine. So if you want to do cat-cow, for example, we breathe in deeply, we arc the spine. And breathing out, coming from the top to the bottom. Breathing in, arcing the spine from lower spine up. Breathing out, all the way around. Breathing out. Shifting yourself completely back to child's pose. So, hips over the heels, then shift yourself completely forward. So you're in a small upward facing dog, really small. Wake up your body a little. Breathing deeply. From here, bring either the hands a little bit forward, the legs a little bit back. And shift your hips slowly, slowly up into the air. From here, deepen your breath and think about your heart and the hands. So lengthen the space between the heart and the hands when you breathe in. And when you breathe out, expand. Take up more space. And now bring the attention to the heart and the hips. When we breathe in, get more length there. And when we breathe out, let go a little, expand. Shift yourself forward into plank pose and back into downward facing dog. Forming your plank. Back in facing dog. And just keep going for a few moments. And shift yourself back to the hips, to child's pose. Hips over heels. Extend your hands either in front of you completely or bring them in above your neck and give yourself a juicy neck massage. And relax. Deep breath in as deep as you can and release. Come back up slowly. Shift yourself slowly back to downward facing dog, so hips are going up into the sky as far as possible. Then look forward to your thumbs and slowly, when you breathe out, step forward. Bend forward, grab onto your elbows, bend your knees a little, and shift side to side. Bend your knees a little bit more. Put your hands on the hips, elbows pointing upward, and raise slowly. Bring the hands in front of your head. Breathe in deeply. Bring them in front of your heart. Close your eyes and feel how your body feels. And release the hands again. Take a deep breath in. And from here we're just going to stand for a moment. So we do Tadasana. It's called mountain pose. We're putting our arms for a moment, or hands on, for a moment on the thighs, and then we want to turn the thighs in and back so our thumbs are moving to the back. So like this, you can release the hands as soon as you know what we're kind of doing. And when we do this, there's the arc in our lower back is getting more intense, and then we kind of like counter this intenseness a little bit. So it's only going to happen in our lower back. We draw the belly in and up, and then we just stand there. We're going to do even deeper Tadasana soon, but for now we just keep these two movements in. Just focus on these two movements here. Can extend the hands into there. And release again completely. And start to jump a little. Maybe only whipping, maybe really jumping. At the time, we're going to go for 1 minute. Release the head. Release muscle tension in your whole body so more things can shake. And then slowly make the jump smaller and smaller. Maybe a little bit faster but smaller. And then release completely. Breathe in deeply. How does your body feel? And then come to a pose where you have enough space around you so you can swing your arms. And imagine that the arms are wet towels, and we start a movement from the belly button. And you just swing them onto your body. release the muscles in the hands completely. So muscles in the shoulders completely, and just swing with your belly muscles turning around. And then release slowly, making the movement smaller and smaller. Coming to a middle again, finding the center in your body. Breathing in deeply, raising your hands. Bring them in front of your heart, smile a little bit. What a beautiful day is coming up. A lot of possibilities that you can act upon. Release the hands, open the eyes, and move the shoulders forward and up. Forward, up, back. Forward, up, back. Forward, back. Up, back. Back, forward, up. Forward, up. Back, forward, up. And turn around again. Forward, up, back. Forward, up, back. Back, forward, up, forward, up, and release. Shake a little bit. Now we go side to side. So we're standing just as normally, yeah. And we're extending our hands to the side, and we're leaning with the whole body to one side, and then leaning with the whole body to the other side. So your hands want to stay straight. Your lower leg is getting drawn up, so look at my shoulders and the head. So my head is turned. It's not straight up, not like this, but this. It's the fine things, right? It's always the fine things. And then shift yourself over to the other side. And back. Back. Now you can grab onto your grab onto your belly if you like. And when you do this, you can kind of like see what is happening in your muscles, and just swing from side to side. So when you swing the right side, the left belly muscles are engaged. When you swing with the left side, the right belly muscles are engaged. And just do your best with your head and the shoulders that they are kind of like in this counterbalance, if you like, want to say so, of your leg and your upper body. Ooh. And then whenever you go the next time to the right side, we kind of stay there for a moment, 10 seconds. You can extend your arms again. Maybe then this makes it easier for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And turn around. Whoa. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, extend the hands into the sky, breathe in deeply. Smile and bring the hands in front of your heart. releasing the hands. And we slowly down, bend forward, coming down to the floor. Find something to sit on. And chim. And we're going to do square breathing now. So find a cozy sit because you're sitting for some time. And then we close the session up. Yeah, doing a longer square breathing now. When you know it already, you can start. If not, I'll explain. So first of all, take some deep breaths in. And then we're going to start like this. We're breathing in for 4 cycles. I will instruct it. Then we're holding the breath for 4 cycles. We're letting go of the breath for 4 cycles, so breathing out. And then holding the breath again. And breathing in again. Holding for 4 cycles. Holding the breath for 4 cycles. Then breathing out. Then holding the breath again for 4 cycles and going like a square, always beep, shoop. And I'll instruct that right now. So take a deep breath in first. Breathe out. Breathe in again deeply. Breathe out. And now we start, we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, breathe in again, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and continue on your own. You can either increase the counting or whenever this becomes suffocating for you, you're allowed to step out of it and just come to a deep breath. You can increase the numbers, so instead of 4 you can make 8 or 12 or 16, whatever feels good to you, whatever. And we'll keep on going. I will join in also in a moment. Next time you breathe in, you can let go of this breathing. And then come slowly to a lying pose, to Shavasana. So I will keep sitting. So lie down and your toes are pointing outwards. Your hands are looking up into the sky, so place them a little bit to the side of you. And then we keep there for another 4 minutes. And I'll get you back into the body after. So when you lie down, just be in this pose. Just be. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Breathe in deeper into your belly, into your breast area. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Start to maybe smile a little. And when you're ready, drawing the knees toward your belly and shift yourself to one side of your choice. So lying on one side now, Releasing all the tension of your muscles, releasing all the muscles, maybe the eye muscles, maybe the tongue muscle, maybe the ear muscle if you have tension here, maybe the shoulders, and release them all and feel carried by the gravitation of the earth. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, sit yourself up into a final sitting pose, short. And breathe in deeply, having the eyes still closed. Breathe in, bring the hands to the heart. Wishing you a wonderful, grateful day with a lot of possibilities that you are aware of.